Welcome to the start of the 6th season of MWR Life on Air. I'm your host, Melissa Schaffner. Our first episode of 2013 will feature New Year, New You with our guest, Charlene Frasher, the manager of Estep Wellness Center. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Looking for a unique gift for that special someone? Fort Campbell MWR's Engraving Etc. can personalize awards, trophies, plaques, and specialty gifts so you can show your appreciation in a memorable way. They accept walk-in requests as well as orders via fax or email. Engraving Etc. is located inside the Gannett Arts and Crafts Center next to Wilson Theater. For more information and price quotes, please call 270-798-0171. Fort Campbell MWR, serving soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians.
Welcome back. With the beginning of a new year, it's a long-time tradition to make resolutions, and one of the most common resolutions is in regards to your health. Charlene Frasher is here with me now to talk about how Estep Wellness Center can help you achieve your New Year's resolutions. Welcome back to the show, Charlene.
Thank you, Melissa. I'm so happy to be here to talk about New Year, New You.
Well, you know, it is the beginning of a new year, and a lot of people have been really gluttonous over the holidays. We've skipped our exercise, we've eaten lots of treats that people have been preparing, and we probably need to kind of get a new you.
See, and that's all about tradition. They do the tradition that starts usually around October 31st. They do the candy thing, and then it moves on into the Thanksgiving thing, and of course you feast there, and then it just moves on to the entire month of December, and then they feel bad by the time January gets here.
Well, and the more that you eat, and of course the more you eat of things that are bad for you, the less likely you are to have to get up and go to exercise during those times too. Everybody says, oh, I'll just wait till January.
Exactly. And with January comes organization as well. So what we have done at Estep is we're implementing the program for personal training, and we're kind of backing away from our aerobics program just a little bit because our instructors that we have are also personal trainers. So we're going to have them on the floor. We're going to have them available for anybody that comes in there and needs assistance. We have nutritional programs set up. We got all kinds of stuff set up just for the clientele.
Now the aerobics classes will still be there for people
Absolutely.
who are using that as their way to stay fit.
Yes.
So if you like aerobics, fear not.
Right.
But in terms of personal trainers, you've got a lot of highly qualified people in your staff.
I have a lot of highly qualified. We have 5 top that will be actually doing the training, but beyond that we have many others on staff that are also certified. So they can still give information, but they won't be out there. You won't hire them. They won't be able to be hired.
I've often thought that, to get moving, I was going to need somebody to drag me there. And of course, the fear that a personal trainer is somebody who, big, bad. But I thought, maybe that's almost what I need is somebody to really get me going because I just don't have any personal get up and go.
A lot of people have that issue, or they have the fear or the intimidation of just coming to the gym, and they're intimidated by the equipment, and they don't know if they can actually do it or not. But part of it is the internal. It's not just the physical, it's the emotional side of it, it's the social side of it, it's the spiritual side of it, that people don't realize that there's going to be a complete change. It's not just what other people see on the outside.
Well, the personal trainer isn't there to bully you into exercising, which I think is what a lot of us see maybe on television shows and reality shows where they're, doing extreme makeovers on people's fitness.
Right.
But they're not your friend either. They're your accountability.
Correct. Some people need that push. When I trained, that was normally the people that I trained. They just needed me in their face. I'm a completely different person as a trainer than I am as a manager or just a friend. I'm completely different, but not everybody would hire me because they know they can't handle that. And we can usually tell as trainers who is going to work better with who. And part of being a personal trainer, it is personal one-on-one, but it's also a personal choice. So if that individual isn't working well with you or you guys aren't working well together, there's always another choice because everybody trains differently. And not everybody needs the same thing.
Right, and if you're paying someone to help you get fit and you really don't have that good working relationship, why would you keep paying somebody that you're miserable with? You want somebody to help you achieve your goals, but you want to do it in a way that works for you.
Correct.
But it's not necessarily comfortable because you have to get outside of your comfort zone.
Yes, and that's where a lot of the stubbornness, I guess, the headstrongness comes from, is that we could see that when somebody's struggling and they're not wanting to push through. And as a trainer, it's hard because you want them to push through. You want them to break through that barrier. And when they can't or they don't, it's almost like a failure on our part. So it's a passion that you have as a trainer to help that individual. You were hiring somebody to personally help you get to what you need.
It's kind of like a life coach.
Absolutely.
You know, people talk about all the different aspects of wellness, and you've touched on them here too. A personal trainer can also guide you in nutrition.
Yep.
And, you know, there's probably other things that you can do in your life to make a lifestyle change, not just what you're putting in your mouth and how you're, you know, exercising in the gym, but it's really a holistic approach.
Absolutely. And there are stressors everywhere. I think I just had this conversation with somebody the other day about how stressors can be the good thing or the bad thing. It could be something bad happened in your life and you have a stress because of it, but it's also a good thing. You could be going on vacation and it's a constant stress. So it's constantly around you, and this is one way to break through that stress, release some endorphins, and you know, and get the good mood that you need to be in. So
a lot of these things affect us chemically.
Yes.
In ways that we probably aren't even aware of what's going on inside of our bodies. Just like that kind of fight or flight thing, you know, if you're scared and you run and you know, your heart beats faster and all of those things, they're all connected.
Yes.
Physiologically.
Absolutely.
So if I'm someone who likes to eat and sit on the couch and that makes me happy, how do I change that? Where do I get that get up and go from? How do I get that motivation?
The hardest thing for most people that are sitting on the couch eating chips is making the decision. Only they can do it. I can't do it for them. I can give them, you know, a piece of paper that tells you everything that you need to do. I can be on television telling you what you need to do, but you have to get up and you have to make the choice to show up. That's the only way we can help you.
Show up, and that's the first step.
That's the first step. Walk through the door and have a conversation with one of us, and we will get you on the right track.
It's kind of like quitting smoking. You know it's bad for you. You know it causes cancer. You know people die from it.
Yeah.
But people who can't quit, they just can't quit, even though they know they should.
Right.
So it's kind of the same thing with, I mean, I know I should exercise, but I'm just not motivated to get there. So I'm looking at Estep as a possibility of how to make that lifestyle change for myself, but really it's got to come from inside of me.
Yes.
And a lot of people, too, decide to make a change when someone that they love has been affected. You know, whether it's someone in your family or a close friend that has not had the life that they should have because they haven't made good wellness choices. And we say, I don't want that to happen to me. Or I want to be here for my children or my grandchildren. So those are a lot of things I think that we think about, especially over the holidays when we're with people we love. What about things like nutrition? I know you've talked about the fact that your folks know about these things. What kind of guidance can you give? Where does that education come from?
There are actually 3 of us on staff that 2 of them actually have a background. They went to school for nutrition, and then there's me, who I just gained knowledge from my issues with my personal struggles with hypoglycemia. But beyond that, it's basically getting rid of the toxins and the poison and the processed foods and all that stuff that it's affecting your body. And most people don't realize that that's 80% of it. And
I hear people talk about clean eating. What does that really mean?
Clean eating it's basically whole foods. You want to eat anything that has not been processed. And as my daughter will say, Mom, everything's processed. Yes, to a certain extent, everything is processed, but you want to keep it to the minimum processed that there is. So if it's a fresh apple,
like right out of the earth or right off
or
the tree.
applesauce, this one's processed, this one's not. They're both, an okay choice, but there's always a healthier choice.
You can make your own applesauce.
Absolutely,
it's probably healthier if you prefer applesauce to apples, right?
Exactly.
Or, it's
very easy to make.
Baby foods themselves. They make them at home because they want their child to have pure food and food that hasn't been, impacted with things that they say cause, issues in children as they grow. You know, people talk about the connections between the chemicals in our foods and all of the other issues that we have.
Right, and that's basically a type of clean food as well. It doesn't have the chemicals and such in it. So there's always a better choice. There's a healthier choice for you. You just have to make the decision to make that choice.
Well, absolutely. As I sit here and look at you, there's a motivation there, that I would like to be fit and I would like to eat better. So, maybe I need to come to Estep and find a personal trainer that's right for me.
Absolutely. We'll hook you right up.
Yeah. I know that there are a lot of people in my life who would love to see me eat better and exercise. And, but I know that no matter how much they are after me, no one can make the decision except for me.
Correct.
And it pretty much, when you talk about the whole body thing, it comes from your head, from thinking what's right, and from your heart and having the passion.
Right.
And you clearly have that. So I can't think of anyone we'd have as a better manager for Estep Wellness Center.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anything else that's going on or coming up in the new year that you'd like to share?
We have so many new things. We have a new brochure. We have a new welcome letter. We have a new calendar, actually. Everybody's used to the calendar, the schedule that we normally have. Well, everything kind of matches and it flows. We're trying to take Estep to the next level, but also bring it back to what it was intended to be, which is a wellness center, and it hasn't been utilized that way in the past. So we're trying to bring it up to the next level so that people know and understand what they're getting, and it's everything overall, whether it's health, fitness, wellness, everything.
And you still have childcare?
Yes, we still have childcare.
And you've made some changes to the physical structure. Cycling room?
We now have a cycling studio. So the fitness studio and then the cycling studio. We still have the weight room, and made a few changes in there. Some equipment has gone away, and just because it was older or because it wasn't being utilized or we had too many of the same thing, making room inside the facility in there. We've had, paint work done. We've got the hot tub going now. So
wow, that's great. And I've heard chatter that maybe they're going to be doing some work on your sauna as well.
Yes.
So improvements and taking care of the facility is also making it a more welcoming place to be.
Yes, we're doing what we can to motivate. As you walk through in the months ahead, you'll find little, I call them fitspirations, but little things, for you, so that while you're working out, you can see this and realize and remember why you're actually there. So we'll have little positive quotes everywhere so you can see that and continue your motivation.
Normally at this point, I'd say, how do people get more information, and, where do we go, website, phone number, whatever. But it sounds like to me, the best way to learn about Estep is to literally walk through the door.
Absolutely. We will give you a tour. We will show you what we're all about.
If you can get in the car and drive there, or better yet, if you live near enough to walk or bike there,
absolutely,
come to Estep, and get through the door, and that's the best way to learn. I mean, of course, you have a phone number, you have space on the MWR website. All of those things are important, but they're not going to get you off the couch.
Right.
And it sounds like your newsletter and your Fitspirations and all of those things are available in the center. You need to go there.
Absolutely, and that's one thing I didn't mention. We do have the welcome letter, but every month now we're going to be doing a newsletter, and that's free. Everything that we have, all the information packets and stuff, that's all free. So just come get it, take the information with you, share it, get fit, get healthy, and be well.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for being here. This is a great way to start a new year. Really appreciate your being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. After the break, we'll feature a video where Charlene will talk you through some of the most popular aerobics classes offered at the Estep Wellness Center. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You can find this episode as well as our archives at youtube.com/Fort Campbell 101. As promised, here is the Estep Wellness Center aerobics video. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Charlene Frasher, the manager at Estep Wellness Center, where we do our best to provide balance in 5 key areas of wellness: physical, emotional, mental, social, and spiritual. In the next few minutes, I'd like to highlight our main fitness programs offered weekly. First up is Total Pump, Estep's own, designed and choreographed by our own instructors. This is an exciting, energetic weight training class that strengthens the entire body, regardless of gender. Classes perform to selected music using free weights, barbells, and an aerobic set. You choose your weights based on the exercise and personal goals. This 60-minute workout challenges your major muscle groups by using the most effective exercises like squats, presses, lifts, and curls. Get strong, get confident, and dig deep. You will tone your muscles and raise your metabolism to burn more calories 24 hours a day, even while you're sleeping. The coupling of great music and weight choice will inspire your body to get the results you came for and fast. If you like body pump, you will love Total Pump. What's great about the Total Pump class is that both men and women alike will get their sweat on. Every 3 months, the theme, music, and exercises change to add variety to your fitness routine. Next up is Zumba. This is a Latin-inspired dance fitness class that incorporates Latin and international music and dance movement, which creates a dynamic, exciting, and effective fitness system. This class design combines fast and slow rhythms that tone and sculpt the body in a sassy aerobic fitness fashion. You will feel like you are at a party rather than a fitness class. This is why Zumba's theme is ditch the workout and join the party. If kicking is more your style, you'll definitely want to try out our Turbo Kick class, the ultimate cardiovascular challenge that combines movements, patterns, and agility training specific to the sport of kickboxing, which includes many forms. This is a high-energy class that keeps your feet moving and your heart rate revved. The muscular power and agility gained is priceless. Take a spin with us at our indoor cycle class, a truly fantastic cardio class using stationary spin bikes. The instructor simulates an outdoor bike ride that may include traveling flat roads, climbing hills, sprinting, and jumps. In addition to the high caloric burn, the lower body will tone and firm. Even roadies will enjoy this class. Inspire your kindred spirit and come out and play with us at Estep Wellness Center in our Total Body Circuit, a total body fitness program that uses gravity against the individual's own body weight. This fast-paced workout will have you sweating from circuit to circuit, developing strength, balance, flexibility, and core stability, just as you did as a kid on the playground. This next class will give you something to jump about. Plyometrics is an intense style of exercise using jumping, bounding, and other high-impact exercises that focus on maximizing the strength reflex of muscles, aimed at creating a controlled impact with maximum power. Plyometrics bridges the gap between speed and power training, designed to produce fast, powerful movements. This highly effective training can have you shedding the pounds in no time. This intense training should not be done more than once a week, and it's great for unit PT. Moga is exclusive at Estep Wellness Center because it was designed by one of our instructors. It is a fusion of dance techniques, Horton technique, Pilates, and yoga. Heavy focus will be placed on strengthening and lengthening the back and hamstrings. This class is great for building core strength, flattening your belly, and developing long, lean muscles. If you enjoy the movement of contemporary dance, this is the class for you. Pilates is a form of exercise which emphasizes the balanced development of the body through core strength, flexibility, and awareness in order to support efficient, graceful movements and improve stability. The complexity of the movements forces you to engage three key elements: mind, body, and soul. Plyo is a unique combination of Pilates mat exercises, yoga poses, strength conditioning, flexibility, and balance. It is fast-paced, low-impact, yet a challenging high-energy workout that is similar to the vinyasa-style yoga. In this wonderfully dynamic class, you will learn movements that elongate muscles, release tension, improve posture, deepen breath, strengthen the core, and visibly improve muscle tone, all while burning calories and improving your mind-body connection. Our Power Lunch program is packed with a punch. 3 days a week, you can choose from Power Plyos, Power Cycle, and Total Pump Express. Each 30-minute class will push you to your limits in minimal time for a lunchtime power lift. Our middle of the day midsection mash will school you on the ABCs to a six-pack. Abs ablaze, belly burn, and core crunch. A full 30 minutes of nothing but fire-blasting exercises guaranteed to feel the burn. Working the abdominals, obliques, and back, these classes are centered on building a stronger core, giving you better balance, strength, and agility to sculpt or tone your midsection for a smoking set of abs. To extend the power pack, we've incorporated a stretch series with a grand finale on Friday. Dynamic stretch and meditative stretch. Release all your midweek worries in these relaxing, restorative classes with the intention to dissolve muscle tension and tightness. Create mindfulness by synchronizing movement with breath. Discover that spa moment in the middle of your week. Finish your week of power with Power Yoga, a full-body workout that promotes mental stability and concentration. This class incorporates a faster flow between moves to really ignite your body temperature and heat your muscles, bolstering strength, stamina, and flexibility. This is a great class for yogis looking for an extra challenge. If you can't stay for all 3 sessions in the Power Lunch Pack, that's okay. At least you know that you hit your max for the day in just 1 session. This was just a sample of what we have to offer at Estep Wellness Center. So, what are you waiting for? Get on your feet and head on over and check out all we have to offer, from free weights and personal training to steam room, sauna, and hot tub. We will continue to upgrade and improve our facility, classes, and programs to meet the needs of our patrons. So please check out our latest schedule at fortcampbellmwr.com.
Let your voice be heard. Get involved with BOSS. Better opportunities for single soldiers.
Whether you're new to the Army, in a new place, or back from deployment, let your voice be heard.
Quality of life, community service, recreation and leisure. 3 pillars that guide this outstanding program.
Join your fellow single soldiers. Get active with BOSS. Learn more at boss.armymwr.com.
BOSS, the voice of the single soldier.
Let your voice be heard.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying tuned to MWR Life on Air. If you'd like more information on family and MWR events and activities, you can check out our website or Facebook page, pick up the latest copy of the MWR Family, Single Soldier, or Retiree Life magazines, or call our 24-hour recorded information line. You can join our text club by texting MWR to 68683 and listen to our radio programs at 105.1 WVRY at 8:30 on Friday mornings and on 1400 AM WJZM at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. The program's also rebroadcast on Fridays at 12:30 p.m. on 1400 AM WJZM. To receive weekly information to your inbox, please sign up to receive the MWR e-newsletter by going to fortcampbellmwr.com, clicking on MWR e-news, and then select Register for e-news. You'll start receiving the MWR e-news the following week. I'm Melissa Schaffner. Thank you for watching MWR Life on Air. We're supporting soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians with quality of life, events, and activities. We are your network of services. Happy New Year.